Hey guys, so I'm in this angle so that I can show you the costumes that I'm going to show of what to do and make and bits and bobs for the Marty Mcfly and Doc Brown costume. I've been planning to do this for 3 months, so if you don't have that much time, probably you have to shortcut a lot and try to just make it kind of okay. So first of all, I'm going to show you the hoverboard. I finished it 2 months ago when I came to Portugal. I didn't want to buy anything in the UK so that I didn't have to bring it back. So there you go. So I bought this skateboard and now I just like sprayed it all over it and on the other side as well. So tomorrow it should be dry enough for me to do something about it. It is creating these bubbles, but I'll take care of those later. So I've just been sanding these, sorry if I look gross, and basically just have to have this smooth surface, and then I'm just gonna clean that up and put something here so that I can spray silver on it. So today is the 21st of July, so the Comic-Con will be in September, so you can see how I'm planning this ahead. I'm still missing a few parts on the costume, so I'm missing the shirt and the vest, which is the main things. Okay, so I have a little update. So I've already painted these, so I've already sanded and stuff. I didn't really care about those little details, but the rest is sanded. That one's going to be painted, but I put basically a little roundy thing that I cut from this, that it's outside, and it made just some imperfections on the side. And a top tip is to use one of these. Duramark is a permanent marker, so you can use an edding or a Sharpie, and you can just like trace it around. Obviously it's not going to be matte, but then this is my genius idea. Then you go over this with some alcohol and it'll totally work. So as you see, like, actually you can't see that well. Let me focus. Focus. It's just a sparkle. So it has some imperfections because of my sanding, but the rest like is totally covered up and it's totally matte. It's totally okay. Hey everyone, I think it's been a week since I last told you about the update, but yeah, I still have these discs to put on because obviously now my job was to do the handle for the foot. That is now done, and I made it with Velcro, not Velcro, but like a weird material. So if you can find this in a craft shop, they're super cheap, and some cardboard. And I just had to print the design now that was provided to me by the prop shop. Now I had a few inconveniences, and that was because I'm dealing with a skateboard and not actually a board that I cut out of wood. So let's see this. Okay, so obviously it's not going to be this paper because I fucked up on cutting. And I ripped this as well.
Monday. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
So obviously this is a skateboard and not a hoverboard like the guy was doing, because usually the board is like this and then it goes up. Mine goes 2 ways. One of the A4 sheets couldn't fit in there, so now I have this weird design here. I'm gonna bloop. There you go. You can see like it's so much bigger, and I'm having such trouble with that because if I do the full-on board, like I'm missing a few things. And then I'll put these on there and it'll look great. I don't know what this is about, but okay. They did not print. So that's my progress so far. Obviously tomorrow I'm going to my internship, so I'm gonna print it again. and see if the colors pop through better. What can I do? Solutions. I'll probably print twice because I know I'm gonna fuck up once. Hey guys, it's a day after and I'm still doing, you know, the hoverboard. So I've taken down these little molds, and my pen just fell. These little molds that come in the package that I can link down below, and I'm basically now cutting them in purple craft foam. Okay, so I'm just like cutting these up, okay, to make this. So the man on the video made it with a bigger material, obviously. This was not good to cut as is, so I don't imagine how much he struggled. So I'm probably gonna make 3 of these and stack them up. The board is coming along. The only thing that I'm missing right now is because the paper wasn't lined that easily, so my mom will print again the normal ones and the ones that I did that are reducted for skateboard. If they come out okay, I actually can link the PDF down below and you can have access if you're doing on skateboard, and maybe that will save some time for you. Also, I had a wonderful idea today, and I think I told you that I was going to print the Almanac. Well, I'm gonna print the Almanac and the Hula La magazine. So I'm gonna put the Almanac with some protection on the outside, and then I'm gonna put the Hula La magazine on the inside, and I think it's gonna look amazing. So I have done these little pieces. I've done 2 of these and 2 of these, and then I figured once I put this on there that I needed to actually glue them together, so I made 3, and then once this is dry, I'm just gonna cut out the edges to make it look neater. So these are the molds. So you probably get them on the PDF that I'm gonna get them below. And I can link the video of him explaining how he did it. I'm doing it with different materials. I'm doing it with this craft foam and this one here. So these are the 2 colors that I have right now, and these are the ones that I'm gonna be using. Okay, so here we have the back cutouts, you remember. So I have these here. The guy didn't have these things here, but I don't want to take them off, so it's fine. It'll stay like that. So I'm just gonna take this out because I don't need this anymore. Garbage. And I'm going to actually do the back of this. So there we are. It's correct. So the back of it would be like this one. So I'll have to like do the pointy ones. And then I have this. Okay, so there's a problem in color because the printer kind of gave up on me, and this one. Okay, so I have to figure out a way because you can totally see the color. So that's gorgeous. So I just have to trim that a bit. Okay, so this was a genius idea. So if you want to steal this genius idea, go for it. So because the skateboard, it's smaller than the actual board, which is crazy. The board is huge when I saw it with the cutouts. Because of that, I cut this tiny piece that was supposed to be of the piece that was in the middle, because it has 5 pieces. My skateboard only can fill 4, so I cut this thing out just so that the design can continue, and it looks right. It looks all right. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Now I have this, which I thought it was to come here, but now it's here. So I'm going to put this on here then.
Little girl, stop! Look, I need to borrow your hoverboard. Where is he? Here. There!
So this is how it turned out. This is basically just 2 pieces of DIY paper, which I don't know how it's called, in pink and green, and then I have some cardboard in green as well, and I just like kind of did it how it looked in the picture, and there you go. I decided not to put the strap as long as it was in the picture because I don't know, I just like this way and not just like hanging out. Then we go for the back, which has 2 Tupperwares and the rest is DIY foam. So then I put with Sharpie on the sides for some details, and these are actual nails on here, not nails, but yeah, and then I had to spray paint them with black to actually look like they are in reality. So the budget for the hoverboard was 21 euros. I did it yesterday, so it came around to 21 euros to make it, which is about 19 pounds, which is pretty okay. So I spent 15 euros for the skateboard, and then the foam and this was around 5 euros. So there you go. Tupperware was like 50p each. This I already had. These 2 painting sprays I had already. The glue I had. And then it was the spray paint for the pink as well. And that was it. I didn't pay for the print as well. But it was like, it would be around 7 pounds. So now for the other prop that you're seeing right there is the Almanac.
You see this book? This book tells the future. Tells the results of every major sports event till the end of the century. Football, baseball, horse races, boxing. The information in here is worth millions.
Okay, so the Almanac was about £1 to make. So even if you're not going to Comic-Con or you don't want to make too much, you can even have this just as a recuerdo. So you have this sports almanac. So I just, there's pictures online with this, and then I have the hula la inside. So these 2 are online, so you just have to like search for them and print them. The magazine inside is just a gossip magazine that we have here in Portugal. I thought it would be interesting to put it on here. Another thing is that I painted with Sharpie the edges of the first page of the magazine just so it looked cleaner. And then you have these page covers that now we are in the back to school season. I got them for like 20p, 30p, I'm not really sure, but it was really cheap. And it came with like 4 and I only needed 2, but I'm totally gonna use the other ones. I really like it. It's really shiny and it's just nice just to have it for yourself even, and it's a nice detail that doesn't cost much.
Einstein! Hey, Einstein, where's the doc, boy? Huh?
Right, so now we're going to costumes, and this is my Marty Mcfly costume. So I have my notebook here of how much I spent, and I spent 21 euros on the hoverboard like I said, and then for the Marty Mcfly I spent 35 euros 50, except for the trousers and shoes, which I'm not putting on here because I'm gonna wear them afterwards, and if I said how much it was with the trousers and shoes, then you would be too scared and run away. So I kind of invested on the shoes and the trousers because I knew I was gonna wear them and I really like them. So there you go. And I'm saying that it's 35 euros, but I actually don't really know, because a lot of the things I didn't buy because I already had lying around, because the movie was made in 1985 and it's a lot of vintage stuff that you need, and also my parents were alive at that time, so I just kind of grabbed what they had already and and kind of made a costume from there because I didn't want to like waste way too much money. So with the costume, I feel like a teacher. I have the shoes, which are Nike Cortez. If you want to find them, they were 65 pounds. I bought them in UK, but I know they're 65 euros as well because I saw them in the shops. They're super comfy and I really like them, so I invested in them. If you don't have that kind of money or don't want to spend that kind of money, I totally get it. And I was thinking about going to Primark and just buy a white canvas shoe and just kind of like ride on it with some fabric paint, which I used for the dark brown costume, which cost me around £1.50 each color. It doesn't have this stripe here, so you can just like do the Nike symbol and this thing on the back, and there you go, you have Nike shoes. It's just for one day or for like 4 days or how long you're going to Comic-Con, so obviously you don't need to totally invest on it. It's just because I really like them, so I'll put them back. And I just cleaned them yesterday and they look beautiful. So for the shoes, you're always gonna need white socks. I hate white socks, but my mom loves them, so I have a couple running around the house, so I'm saving these ones for Comic-Con. And obviously I didn't spend anything on them because they've been here for a really long time. Now for the rest of the costume, I'm gonna kind of deconstruct what I have here, so you kind of have like an idea of what I bought and what I didn't. So these are headphones, they're just a detail, but he is with a Walkman and some headphones when he goes to see Doc Brown on the first part of the movie. And these were for free because my dad had them in the garage. Obviously you don't need them, it's just a detail, but I really appreciate details, so I went for them. And then I have the rest, which is, let's start with the trousers, shall we? Okay, so I have this all conditioned. Okay. So then I have the trousers, and you want like a boyfriend jean. I don't know if it's called boyfriend, but I know that the cut is kind of like that. So you don't want like a skinny jean. You want something a bit large and just bumpy. And I got these at Zara. They were 17 pounds because they were on sale, and they're beautiful, and I'm totally gonna wear them afterwards. I've been wearing them a lot lately, so there you go. But I really like them. If you really want to follow Marty Mcfly, you should go for a lighter jean. That's just my experience right now because I just like them best this way, so though I didn't buy the light ones, I guess. But yeah, just go for something that is lighter than this. Is a boyfriend cut, and it's really high on the waist. Then I have the basic purple shirt. There you go. So this I bought just now. It was the last thing that I was missing, and it was really cheap. It was like £2.50. So yeah, this will be under this shirt right here. This shirt I bought in a Chinese store and it was €6. And it has like this kind of, I don't know. His is bigger, like the squares, but I couldn't find anything like that. So I bought this one. And then I have the jean jacket that was actually from my dad, and I just came from shopping and I went with it because it's amazingly beautiful and practical, and it's really heavy, and it's from 1980s, so it's perfect. And then I have this vest which cost me €20. It's from a really expensive brand, but it was on sales, and it was really good, and I bought on my dad's size so that I can wear it afterwards, so I'm not wasting money just for this. So there you go. And then going on to the details, I have the suspenders, which were like €7, €7, whatever. It was €7. He has black ones. I brought brown ones because I couldn't find any black ones. Then I have the wig. So for the wig, it was really hard. really hard. And that's because no one does normal wigs like this, you know? Everyone wants like a clown wig or something like that. So there you go, I can find anything. But it's comfy enough. Doc Brown's one is better. The color is a bit off, but it's okay. And my mom had to cut it so that it would be the cut that we wanted. So there you go, this is Marty's. But yeah, it looks alright. I mean, it doesn't look completely like it's Marty and you would recognize it, but it's fine, it's good enough. And yeah, this cost me $4.50, I think. Then for details, I think I had one more thing. Yeah, so I have my dad's Casio. So it's a real Casio, and he bought it in the 80s. He actually wore it with a jean jacket. My dad was really like, you know, fashionable. So I just snatched it. There you go. And you have a watch and you didn't pay anything for it. And Marty did mention that he had a Casio on there, so you have to have a Casio. So this was for free. But it can be really just any watch. Because I think if people ask you for photos, it would be really bad for you to like make the pose, you know, without having the watch. So just put something on your wrist. If you don't have a Casio, just put a black thing on your wrist. But yeah. So I would say that the worst things to find for this costume was the wig and this vest. The rest was pretty easy to find, but the wig was awful. I went to 8 Chinese stores. It was awful to find, and I still had to cut it myself. And the vest, people don't make red vests anymore. Okay, don't look for orange vests, look for red ones. I think you'll just be just so much more lucky, you know.
So look at, let's put this back here. There we go. What? Hell knows, I got my luggage. I mean, who knows if they got cotton underwear in the future. Oh, I'm allergic to all synthetics.
The future. That's where you going?
That's right. 25 years into the future. I've always dreamed of seeing the future, looking beyond my years.
Okay, so this is Doc Brown's costume, as you can see. So here we have very, very simple and clean things. I think I ended up spending more things for this costume than the Marty Mcfly one. But that's maybe because I had more things lying in the house for that one and not this one. So the shoes will be my dad's, which are brown boots, and then the socks are normal socks, and then jeans just washed or dark jean will do. So he has that, so it's fine. And then the rest is just bits and bobs. So we have the wig, and the wig looks perfect on him. It's a really weird wig, but I really like it. It's more comfy than Marty's one, and it was around €5, and I was very, very lucky to find this. And it's stupid how you can find this much easier than this wig, you know? It's just so weird. But yeah, so I bought this, and then we have the white cloak. I don't know what to call it. I'm just gonna say it's that, okay? So this was €19, and then I had to paint the pockets and the back as well. It's all on the details. So I bought fabric paint and I painted this and the pockets. Don't do it with gouache or acrylic or oil, okay? It doesn't work and it starts bubbling. So just go for fabric paint, even if it's a bit more expensive, because you ended up going for like £3. The paint, €3, $3.50, I don't know. And it just made it so much better. And I have gouache before I put this one because I didn't want to spend any money, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work, guys. Then for more details, obviously I have the gloves. So the gloves have the radioactive sign as well, like the one in the back. So I put it in the gloves. You can use, this was €4, but you can totally get them cheaper for kitchen, and I should have done that, but I didn't. And then I just drew it with a Sharpie, although it might bleed, like it's going on here, but it stopped and it's fine now. It's okay. And then for my dad's brows, I have this gouache in white, and I have this, and I'm just going to put a bit of white in his brows because his brows are not that white, and I'm just gonna do it like this. And the gouache goes with water, so it's totally safe, I would say. We tried it once and it worked out fine. And then we have the rest. So I've shown you the white thing. So now we have this Hawaiian shirt underneath, which is really nice. And I really like this Hawaiian shirt, and my dad is gonna keep it afterwards actually, because it looks good on him. But this was €13 on Primark. And then I have this white t-shirt for him before the Hawaiian shirt that I just bought now with my purple one, and it was, I think it was like €2.50. It was super cheap. This was lying around the house, just counts time. And then I have these, which my dad already had because he sometimes needs them. So there you go. So this is my dark brown, and it's really weird that it cost me more than the Marty one, but it's true. One more reason for why you should plan this ahead is because you kind of don't spend all of the money all at once. So you find this and you find that and you start building it, you know? So it just feels like you're not like completely like wasting your money or anything like that. And some of the things I'm going to use in Comic-Con next year because I'm not going to do another costume. And I decided to make this totally nice because I really like these characters. They've inspired me. Back to the Future is my childhood, basically, pretty much. And I just really wanted to like pay tribute to what they've done, and it's just a nice way to do it, okay? And then when I rewatched the film, so that I could see that I had like everything totally neat, totally ready, that I realized that I also have the same shoes as Marty. Everyone has these, but like in '85 he was rocking All Stars, so that's how brilliant he is. The costume designers anyways, but anyways, the only thing that is missing right now is the Ray-Ban glasses that my dad has for the Marty Mcfly and the Walkman for Marty Mcfly that I have in the attic, and I have to kind of scavenger hunt through it. But if you have any questions about any of the costumes, what I've done, how I've done it, the hoverboard, the costumes, how to find it, just tell me down in the comments. I'm usually pretty quick answering the comments, so just go on there, don't be shy, and I'll answer to them, because I know guys how hard it is to find everything. And if you're short on time and you want to save some money as well, just ask me and I'll try to explain to you how you can do some things. But yeah, I know that with all of this it was around €86, but not everyone has that expendable money, obviously, so you can do this for much cheaper. And I'm not even counting with the Nikes or the trousers, obviously, so you know. And then the 3 tickets were €75, so it's kind of a lot of money, but this really matters to me, so there you go. I haven't gone to Comic-Con since 2015, and you know that because I did the vlogs. I'll see you soon, and I hope you liked it. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below. I also have a blog, so So if you want to check that out, it's right in the link down below. And I usually talk about emotions on there and stuff like that, and stories and stuff that has happened, and thoughts and experiences. So if you want to see that, I'm probably gonna post something in more detail about the costumes and a list of things that you need. So maybe you print that and make yourself feel organized. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in time of this vlog coming out, but if you're seeing this after a few months, I probably have it on there as well right now, but by the time, I don't know. Anyways, I'm blabbing. Every resource down below, go on there. Thank you very much. I'll see you when I see ya. Goodbye.
Wait!